Hello guys, it's your boy Retro Boy Worlds here. It's been a long while since I've done some Warriors of Lore, which is basically like Chinese mythology. It's a MOBA for Chinese mythology that, you know, has a bunch of different Chinese and Taiwanese and Vietnamese gods and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been a while since I've played this. There used to be a series on my channel way back in the day. I used to play it a lot. And basically I'm back here for a new hero spotlight. This hero just got released yesterday. I just actually got a notification for that because I still have the notifications. Yeah, actually a couple of heroes got re-released or reworked. This is one of the heroes I think that got reworked. I'm not sure if he got released or reworked, but most likely he got reworked. And I think he got buffed because I know that Soleo got nerfed a little bit. So I'll have to do a re-hero spotlight on him. I think the last one I stopped off on was Zarlong, and he was pretty broken, the Devastator. So we're going to have 3 new hero spotlights coming out for you guys for this new patch, 901.5. So let's see what we got in today's. So this is the Lightning, this is Emperor Quín, the Lightning God's servant. And as a mage, he's a very good attack damage carrier for sure, because this guy just is pretty brutal on the field. In terms of poke, he has a lot of poke. He can really engage in lane and just hold his own. He doesn't really need much help. He can basically solo top or bot or mid, whatever you want to do. He does have a lot of durability. His durability is about medium. I think his durability comes from his ability to chase and well, his chase is pretty much medium as well, because he can chase because he has a lot of durability with his abilities that also allow him to jump in the fight and escape. So he's really not much of an engager, but he's for sure a takedown guy. So okay, it's gonna be hard to run from him, as you will find out in a bit right now. His overall damage is though a lot of damage. He just throws damage out there, and it's really hard to kill this guy because of how much damage he has. Plus his ultimate ability, once we get into that, it kind of also helps with him being more durable in actual team fights. So he's kind of a broken character all around, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, I guess this guy is a 5-star hero, so getting him is extremely hard and complicated, so you won't ever see gameplay of this guy. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into this guy's abilities. Alrighty guys, this is what Emperor Quín looks like. Pretty cool looking character. A lot of lightning dragon shit going on here. Basic attacks are pretty cool, and he's overall a pretty cool looking hero, if I have to say, for 5 stars. He looks very detailed. As you can see, his abilities on the right lower corner are pretty bright as well. Kind of give you indication of how powerful this guy is. He's a lightning based guy. He's part of the Duality faction, and he's pretty broken. So yeah, he's also one of the younger brothers of, I forgot who the king of the keeper of the Duality faction is. I forgot his name, but he's one of the younger brothers of him. So let's look at his passive. His passive is called Golden Scourge. And every 10 seconds, dragons radiate outwards, dealing AoE magical damage per tick, and can only activate if he's moving. So this ability, these dragons around him only actually radiate if he's moving. As if he's still, it doesn't affect. So that's basically all that is. And yeah, that's basically his passive. So let's look at his first ability. His first ability is called Lightning Sunder. And Quín summons lightning in front of him, which does AoE magic damage and stuns all enemies. So bam! Pretty broken of an ability. And it also grants him a shield, depending on how many enemies hit. Boom. It's pretty broken. This is another effect of his durability, as during a team fight he can just throw off a couple of basic attacks, keep moving around until his passive activates, and then once his passive activates, he can go in, stun, and then just do even more physical damage. And he's doing twice the damage now, which is pretty broken for, I don't know, but that's pretty broken if you ask me. He's going to be a hard person to kill. So let's move on to his second ability. Okay, so Quín's second ability is known as Gold's Ball Raikkogen. Quín summons a ball of energy forward, bouncing off enemies, dealing magic damage and inflicting bolt charge. And we got to get into a bolt charge as well. because that has its own little ability as well. So bolt charge enemies basically hit by Raiquin's abilities reduce the cooldown on all of his abilities by approximately 70%. So he's just broken. Boom, boom, boom. There's the ability. They have bolt charge. So if we hit him again with another ability, it'll reduce all of his cooldowns by basically 70%. And that's pretty broken considering that he can basically poke and chase you and escape all at once. He can go ahead, throw this off for the poke. If you get weak, he can just bam, stun you, and then throw it again. With the cooldown reduction, then he can use his dragons to basically finish you off as he chases you down. Or if you're trying to chase him, he can basically stun you, wait for his dragons to pop up, get the shield, and then escape. So he's an all-around character, probably why he's 5-star. And yeah, that's basically his second ability. And it's not a very strong ability. It doesn't do a lot of magic damage, but it does bounce off. So there's a probable chance of hitting multiple enemies back to back if you can line that up perfectly. And yeah, these are basically all auto cast abilities except for his third. His third ability is not an auto cast, but we're gonna get into that right now. Raiquin's third ability is known as Gen no Chujin. Raiquin summons a heavenly dragon that rips through the land, dealing massive AoE damage in a conical, well, basically in a straightforward line. This ability is not auto-cast, as you can actually aim this ability, but it is the same nonetheless. He does face the way in which you summon this ability. And it just basically, massive dragon, it just rips through the fields and just does massive AoE damage. That is his main poke factor, as once he stuns an enemy, gets a little bit of damage off. If he has to gank, he can just easily bam, pop ultimate, and as the enemy is escaping, it can also still hit the enemy, doing even twice the amount of damage. Also, it's a good engager, like if you just want to throw in a whole bunch of massive damage, you pop your ults, go ahead and stun, and then boom, this will do enough poke damage for you to basically secure a kill with a couple of basic attacks, or just letting your passive take, chance and then letting it do whatever it has to do. So he's very durable, as he just does too much damage for like tanks to even want to like sit there and try to pursue, or just, I don't know how to explain it, but he just does way too much damage. And yeah, that is his third ability, and it's pretty broken. I think all of his kit in general is pretty broken. I don't know why. He got reworked or re-released, I don't know, but that's kind of unfair for like the main players that have been playing this game for a long time. But he is a 5-star, so actually getting this hero is complicated enough. So it makes a lot of sense, I guess. So yeah, let's look at his fourth and ultimate ability, and yeah. Emperor Raiquin's fourth and ultimate ability is called Lightning Dragon Field Guard, and it's pretty interesting as for what it says. The name kind of implies what it does. It's a way of guarding yourself, as it causes an area of fill. I'm just gonna explain it. Raiquin's ultimate ability basically allows him to create a space of concentrated lightning that does AoE magic damage per tick and gives him 50% damage reduction. In addition, enemies caught in the field long enough are silenced for 1 second, so that already just gives him too much durability, because he gains a shield as well. If he can lightning slap, he can gain a shield, then use his dragon field, which gives him even more damage. This is just like the ultimate chase ability, as in, get your dragon out, you can go ahead and do this. You might want to use this ultimate ability while your passive is activated, because you can do double amounts of damage. So right now, boom, you're doing stupid amounts of damage per second. You can stun to do even more damage. You can silence them. So this is more of his engage ability, his engage and his chase and his escape, as it basically allows him to jump in, take damage, take reduced damage, and do damage at the same time. Silence enemies if they try to run. He can just stun them. If he wants to get away, he can pop this up to get a little bit of silence, not allowing his first ability to reduce the cooldown, so he can just cast it, which will allow him to get out of a chase. And overall, in a team fight, he is pretty broken. He's pretty fucking broken. Boom, lightning. Then use the dragon while the enemy is stunned. That should do a fuck ton of damage. And if you want to escape, you want to go ahead and pop this. Give your passive some time to activate. Then boom, stun them. Then keep going. And if you want to go around chase, this should be able to hit the minions, which should catch up to the enemy, allowing you to basically just turn the fight around in a matter of seconds. He is that broken of a hero. And yeah, so he's a new mage, AD carry. And yeah, I might do some more stuff on him. He doesn't have any skins or anything like that, but he's still pretty broken. for a hero. And yeah, guys, that's all I have for Emperor Quín, the Lightning God's Servant. I will see you guys back more with more content and more hero spotlights. We're going to be doing Solio next. So yeah, the Dragon Fist Monk.